first break. And we've got Dave Aldridge on the sideline. Taking a look at Houston. So important to get off on the right foot. New year, new season. These guys have done it.
And I think for the Rockets, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster season.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. Filling out the wings, it's Harden and Ariza. Anderson is down low with Capella. And it's Paul in at the one spot. Now here's Paul. And it's sent back by Horford. Spun with the ball. Picking him up and stolen by Horford. Celtics passing it around. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Anderson with the ball. Lobbed up there for Anderson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pound kicks to Horford. Smart dishes to Irving. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Irving's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Number 3 overall back in 2016. Jaylen Brown with a powerful build on the wing, guys. 6'7", 233 pounds. I think you need those perimeter defenders who combine quickness and strength, and he's got it.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Well, that's how you attack in transition. A remarkable effort, getting as high percentage a look as you can really get.
Harden right side. And they get it. They get it back. Beyond the arc. Drills the three-pointer.
And with Harden, it's pick your poison. Not only a tenacious penetrator, but also a consistent threat from three-point.
Irving can't get it to go. And Doris coming out of Calvert. The knock on Brown was his shooting touch.
You know, there was such a wide variety of opinion on him in the draft. Some felt that he was a little bit of a reach. But this guy has shown promise and earning regular minutes and having some success with that three-pointer and athleticism. 2 points,
Stephen goes.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
All for three. And there's the pass to Harden. Buries the long-range jumper. Harden's got 6.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Irving passes to Smart. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. From deep, Harden. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Smart kicks to Horford. And it's off from three-point range. For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against Memphis.
They executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
No doubt. I mean, they played to their strengths, and that's what helped them get this road win. I loved how they played for each other.
Of course, you talk about versatility of players, but as a broadcaster, been a courtside reporter, team analyst, a studio host, you name it. What do you prefer to do? What do you like most?
There's no question about it, Kev. The analyst role is the absolute most fun. Now, the only thing that might push that over the top is to sit beside the great player.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. And Bahamute comes in for Ryan Anderson. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Gordon in for James Harden. Ojale, it's rebounded by Houston. To the left wing, it's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for Houston.
And they were focused on spreading the floor and getting good looks from three-point range. That was the key to their offense. They put in a lot of work on the perimeter.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Rozier. And the wide-open shot from Morris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
That's what you want from Irving. He's a partner who is always looking to distribute the rock.
Houston's gone 4-6 from long range early on. To the right side. Here is Mbamute. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Irving dishes to Baines. A 3 from Morris. Irving kicks to Smart. Here's Baines, guarded by Nene. The shot by Ojale, no good. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. The Celtics shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Yeah, over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Anderson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Harden comes in for P.J. Tucker. Rockets have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Paul passes to Anderson. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And the 3 off target. Irving for 3. And there's 2 points. Working on the biggest paying off that time.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Well, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them.
Paul told us about the depth of their starters feel that good about their second unit guys. That's a heck of a asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering for the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Yeah, getting an early boost from the bench, that's been the difference here so far.
Boy, the bench has been sensational. They've come in, run the offense, and are capitalizing on all opportunities.
And so in the game for the Rockets, the 2 pillars of this team, Chris Paul and Harden, are the 1 and the 2. Anderson is out there with Luke and Bahamuti. And it's Gordon in at small forward. Ryan Anderson, a terrific deep threat in stretch 4.
And I remember last season when he told reporters that a heckler yelled out at him, "Hey, Ryan, you look like a math teacher." And you know, we've heard a lot of these off-the-wall heckles before, but the irony is it's oftentimes the strange ones that tend to stick with you more. And that's an example of it right there.
And the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Moore. Both teams deciding to change it up. Kicks it out to Ariza. Pass to Anderson. Throws back up. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 16 points for James Harden.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
It's Brown with the drive. Smart. No good again that time. Rockets lead by 7. Harden dishes to Capella. Good work defensively by Horford.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be. He is so strong in the paint.
Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And on the road, their perimeter shooting really helped to kind of keep the crowd out of the game.
No, I completely agree. They completely took the crowd out of it. They were scorching hot from the perimeter. Oh, my God.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Anderson. To the left side wing. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got his first points of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Poke loose. Stolen by Tucker. It's Ariza on the wing. Back to Tucker. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. And now we bring you the rookie leaderboard, featuring the NBA first-year players who have been dominant on the glass for the past 10 games and counting. From the West, Jason Tatum.
He is showing a willingness to get in there and get physical. I mean, the coaches have to be pleased with his tenacity in the interior.
And the Rockets making a change here. Nene is checked in.
And a moment to see numbers for Clint Capella. First in shooting percentage. 5th in rebounding, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. And he has the open look. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Rockets lead by 11.
Well, Brad Stevens started his own preseason coaching summit in Boston. This guy is clearly dedicated to his craft. He's dedicated to learning from his peers. He is always watching games from every different angle to try to learn.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Celtics shoot their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And rumor has it Brad Stevens used to keep a pad of paper for every TV in the house to sketch plays that he saw in games.
Well, those were the old days. Now he can just text his assistant with the game and time stamp, and then he reviews a marathon edit of plays for things he can use. Oh, the beauty of technology.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Boston. And Morris comes over to help. Capella from down in the low post. It goes. Capella's got the lead up to 11 now for the Rockets.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
A nice shot by Tatum.
And Tatum already showing some efficiency from beyond. Fantastic at getting the position he wants for the shot. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Smart comes in for Morris, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Rozier. Now, here is Irving. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Stolen by Harden. 1:09 left here in the second. Houston bring it around. And the basket by Gordon.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Horford. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, the defense is trying to get out on him, but he's left with the open shot. He's got to make that one.
Out to the wing. Here's Tucker. They get it again. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Capella. Over Horford. And it's Capella missing. Celtics trail by 14. Here's Irving. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And the dunk by Capella.
No, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
And the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And really, since moving over to the point guard spot, Harden has been unstoppable. Just a nightly triple-double threat.
Here's Irving, and he drops it in from the low post. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
That is a really pretty finish. Just gently dropped in the finger roll.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Well, he's obviously anticipating different movement there, and instead of an easy connection, the pass sails straight into the front row.
James Harden getting it done for Houston, setting up teammates and getting buckets.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson joined by Kenny the Jet Smith. James Harden was the man in the first. He ended up with 19 points, 2 steals, and 5 assists. What do you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Hey, James Harden didn't waste any time. He took over in the first half.
And that will...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands. For some players, no matter how hard they try, can't make free throws in games. You spent a lot of your playing time at the line, playing guard for Providence. Why do you think this mental block is there for some players?
It's amazing the power of the mind relative to sports performance, right, Kevin?
Yes.
Because I do believe very often this can be much more about the mental than the physical side of it. Think back to Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, guys who are physically massive, and they say the size of their hand impacts their ability to shoot it. But to me, there is no question about it. Sometimes it's just you're afraid. It's like the yips in golf. You just can't figure it out. And it becomes a scary place to be standing alone on the free throw line.
Good comparison. Horford is out there with Brown. Then there's Smart. Then it's Tatum. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. That's the Boston Five. And Anderson gets it to go.
I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates want to move.
Horford goes in. And that is good.
Yeah, that's a all-out effort from Horford. He refuses to be denied.
The Celtics making a switch here. Ojeley's checked in. The Celtics shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And Al Horford, just so versatile. You know, that extends to the defensive end as well. Very mobile, can move his feet with smaller players, and at the same time gives you a presence on the interior.
Harden inside the three-point line, and it's denied. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Remarkable work from Kyrie. Ridiculously crafty at how he gets into the defense and draws the foul.
Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And Horford won't wow you with his athleticism. But Greg, he's still a pretty good shot blocker.
He has great timing, anticipation, and awareness. Don't forget also, he's got terrific hands, and you see that with all the steals he racks up.
We've got a chance here, so let's now look at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The league's stingiest teams. Number 1, the Celtics.
You know, allowing the fewest points per game in the entire league. The defense has been dominant. Tremendous scheming by the coaches. The players are skilled. They're motivated. This is a very tough bunch to score on. Well, listen, we know this. Al Horford has always been a great mid-range shooter. It's just been in the last few seasons that he's made that three-point shot a bigger part of his offensive attack, and it's crucial, guys. Boy, excellent start to the second half. They missed just once in 5 attempts.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for getting the best out of his players. He said every NBA player has an elite strength. Some of them have 10 of them. Those guys are the very best in the league, right? But every one of them is here for a reason. There are times when we can really soar with that skill. Kevin?
And that's why Stevens is already one of the best coaches in the league, David. You've talked about him for a long time. Getting maximum results from every one of his players.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Houston. And a look here at the shot chart for Hartford.
Well, when you have a whole team that is locked in, this is what your shot chart looks like. They are moving the ball well and taking shots with confidence. When this team comes out and is knocking it down from all over like they are right now, they are one of the toughest in the league.
And for a guy like Horford who can hit it a high clip from 20 feet, Doris, it makes sense to take a step back and tack on that extra point.
Well, that's exactly right. Why take a long 2 when you have the ability to make the 3? But to me, the most valuable thing Al Horford brings is versatility at the center spot.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Well, just loses his head for a moment. That's not overthinking. That's just not thinking.
Rockets leading by 11. And here is Paul. He has 6. The kick out to Anderson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists here tonight. Left side wing. Horford the pass to Morris. Smart up top. Defended by Paul. Now here's Tatum. Tight defense on him. And stolen by Horford. Nobody near Irving. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Rockets have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. And stolen by Tatum. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Again, Irving missing. Houston's got the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Wasted no time on that.
Timeout.
And that's now 9 points for Chris Paul.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have to take the heart out of an opponent.
For the Rockets, And Baamute's checked in for Clint Capella. And it's James Harden in for Trevor Ariza.
And one thing that is quite clear with the Rockets in terms of their approach is their shot selection. They prefer easy layups or threes. Very rarely will you see them play that in-between game.
Anderson's shot is off.
He does the hard part, gets through the defense all the way to the rim. I thought the finish would be the easy part.
Too open that time. Made it look too easy. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
And Baamute kicks to Harden. Back to Baamute. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And Baamute has got 5 now. And that shot selection, a systematic approach by the whole Houston organization. Greg, as a team, they actually took less mid-range jump shots than DeMar DeRozan did individually last season.
Yeah, and it wasn't even close. I mean, the approach Houston has made successful the last few seasons, that they are 100% committed to not taking mid-range shots if they can help it. You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
It's Brown with the drive, stolen by Anderson. Back to Gordon. That one good for 2. Gordon's got his second basket. Brown kicks to Baines. Shoots it up. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And so it's the Houston Rockets finding a 15-point lead. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the Rockets, Chris Paul and Gordon are the backcourt pair. Luke Baamute out there with PJ Tucker. Then it's Nene.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Celtics trail by 15. Doris, we've heard plenty of coaches say it. If you're going to take it to the rack, man, take it strong. Who would you say are some of the more aggressive dunkers that you see in the NBA now?
Yeah, so on his own, creating his own opportunities at the rim, Russell Westbrook comes to mind, LeBron James. Sometimes I feel like he's going to carry the backcourt from the stanchion. Andre Jordan and Andre Drummond sometimes are the recipients of either offensive rebounding, putback, great dunks. There are so many, Kev, but those are just a couple of names that pop.
And the Antetokounmpo kid in Milwaukee, the way he is so long and seemingly out of place, and then all of a sudden those arms extend another 3 feet and he dunks it. You go, wow, how in the world did he reach it? How did he do that?
The guy is like, he's a pterodactyl. The guy can take off from the top of the key and cover ground and throw it down. It's unbelievable.
Woof. Man, you're smart, and it's blocked. They retain position. The shot's good from Irving.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there will be more in store.
Paul dishes to Anderson. It's hard to drive. On the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
And you got to enjoy watching Harden down low, doing whatever he wants in the paint. And watching James Harden, the amount of shots he is able to create for himself and his teammates, he just does so much from his position that is unrivaled. One of the greatest offensive threats, not only today, but really of the last decade. Just finding the open man. Few who have ever played this game have Paul's vision.
Irving attacking. Brown wide open. He fired. Good. And the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game. Timeout call for the Rockets. At this point in the game, getting a break here. Important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Risa comes in for Gordon. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Alton.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there. Use the clock. Stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the play, guys.
There's the dish to Paul. And here's Anderson for 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Horford, no luck.
Boy, for a capable three-point shooter, that's one he expects to make.
Capella with the bucket.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? He took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan player of the game, James Harden.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's hate. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Dishes it to Tatum. Pass to Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. Smart misses. Houston leading by 14. Harden the pass to Ariza. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jaylen Brown.
The career progression of Trevor Ariza. He came into this league somewhat as an energy player who, obviously could attack the rim. Now he's one of those guys who's primarily a 3-and-D component.
For Ariza, his first few years in the NBA, over half his shots came within a few feet of the rim. Greg, now over 2/3 of his shots are from beyond the arc.
And that's just how it goes for some players in the NBA. Ariza still, he has some bursts to finish at the rim, but has turned himself into a deep threat, and he's always been a presence with his defense as well.
Horford kicks to Smart. Passes to Tatum, and taken away by Paul, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Celtics. Harden inside the 3-point line. Offensive rebound on the way. Harden lets it go with the 3. Capella kicks to Harden. Nailed from 3-point land. Harden's got 12 points in just the second half.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books for Houston.
Great, generous ball movement tonight, a thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And so this will now translate to 13 wins on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for James Harden.
Boy, I love the priority he placed on his passing tonight. It inspired great player movement, great ball movement. It seemed to me they knew they were going to get an easy bucket on every possession.
Here's the 3. Kept alive by Houston. Kicks it out to Paul. He dishes it to Mba Amute. A shot by Harden. Wide open. The rebound by the Celtics.
Boy, a wide open look from mid-range that goes by the wayside. You can tell he's upset.
And the basket by Rozier.
Oh, my goodness. That is how to attack the rim. Don't give the defense time to react. That's beautiful.
Tucker. Nene kicks it to Tucker. The putback. It's good on the putback.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
No, I think that they've been locked in during this game. They didn't let the opposing crowd get to them at all. This has been pure domination.
Hey, guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it matters? The game's over now.
Right. Frustrating for sure, Greg. I don't think they'll be able to mount a comeback at this point.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
Well, that's just superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep.
So we see Houston taking the W here to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight. Says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about the team. Yeah. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.